People understand each other by talking. Well, that's what my mom says. And with that reflection, I invite you to think of some conflict you had with someone that could be managed or maybe would happen if you talked with that person. Well, I'm here to talk you a new approach on solving conflicts, the CESC. And well, I'm here because conflict may lead to a major cost and risk, and CESC mitigates that risk and increase productivity. But what will I say to you today? Well, mainly what is CESC, their benefits to the community, the internal and external services CESC provides, and first, that we need to know is, you got a conflict, well, CESC can help bring peace to your team. But how? Is an answer that may come. Well, by the use of alternative dispute resolution, ADR or MASC in Spanish. Well, let's discover the CESC. Quickly, it relies on CAJ, which is the Centro de Acceso a la Justicia. Here at the top, the direction is by the Professor Marta Galicia, and it's located in Casa Maria, near the Obelisco. Well, CESC provides the benefits to the community. The main goal of CESC is peacemaking culture. By students can provide social service by helping Solitan or different firms. And this will generate inside the town less stress and more unity. Well, how do we say, well, CEMASC is like an alternative name of CESC. Well, we can have internal services. And the internal services are very simple. You have any conflict, you can come with us. What are conflicts? You may have a conflict between a student, a professor and a student, a teacher and a teacher, any sport team with one student, group A against group B, one individual against a group. The conflicts are very different from each other. And external services are, we as students providing social services, support firms as a workplace conflict resolution consulting group. So we do like real-life consultants. And here, students can learn and practice alternative dispute resolution, ADR. These are like legal procedures, but I put it more simple. It's like mediation, neutral evaluation, and restorative justice. And students can develop empathetic listening, perspective taking, and effective expression. These all are skills that we by one side or other learn here at this course and other courses here at ITAM. So as business students, they are very useful tools. Also, we learn and teach others to manage difficult relationships and respond rationally and empathetically to different situations. Also, we learn to teach other people how to use these different tools. Also, how do we help firms increase their productivity? This is the part that I'm talking about, like the external services that we provide. So, well, first we get to a firm. I don't know, you can think in any firm that you like. If we make the connection, we go there. And we first make, as a consultancy, a diagnosis. This diagnosis can be done by different circles where a lot of people talk, tell their problems, or other kind of approachments. Also, with this information, we do periodic reports, and these periodic reports can be upgraded with AI data analysis, and that part is the most technological tools we are implementing. And well, after that diagnosis and reports, we suggest different kind of workshops to the different firms. And these workshops can be about conflict management training, communication training, or any different tool or specific protocol or idea we need in order to solve the problems that were in the diagnosis. And, well, but why firms would like to listen us or, I don't know, like hire us? Well, losing an employee can cost between 1.5 to 2 times the employee's annual salary, and conflicts are the main reasons people quit their jobs. So, the average salary of an employee in Mexico is like 54,000 per year, what people says that. And therefore, losing an employee can cost between 81,000 to 108,000. So it's a lot of money that they can save if they listen to us. So, what does CESC represent? What CESC means Centro de Solución de Conflictos, or like knowing what that means. It's the solution to any team, a group, or personal conflict. It is also the use of alternative dispute resolution and also data analysis. And it's internal and external services. Internal here at the time with different conflicts we could have, or external as like real field work as consultants. And well, everything for a peacemaking culture inside the town and outside. So this is a project that may be accepted later. So if this project is accepted by town authorities, every one of us could receive the benefits I taught you in this presentation. So I hope you like it and you get interested in the different ADR or the different conflict consultancy, I don't know how to call it more briefly. So thank you for your attention. And I'm here to answer questions. Yes?
Yeah, so if I understood correctly, by taking several companies into account, you're planning on delivering this service to external companies, right?
Yes.
And, well, this is a two-part question. The first one being, is this service going to be provided by ITAM? And if so, how is ITAM planning to record those revenues, since it is an educational institution, and therefore they have several, they play within certain tax laws. So how are they planning to register this income by providing services to external companies? This is another enterprise group.
Yes, that's one of our main administrative problems. So as we are going to work mostly with the social service people, we are also hiring different experts in real consultancy, and also IDR. It's you need to be for working in that in real life. You need to have a legal certificate by government. So for some cases we're going to hire professionals about ADR procedures. So what we are going to charge, it's on merely our cost for staying as a non-profit organization.
Is it the same? I've heard that there was an institution here to solve legal problems, people, I don't know, that were fired in an unfair way, they would come here. Is it this?
Partially, what you are talking about is the CAF, the Centro de Acceso a la Justicia. CESC would be part of the CAF, but our main point is that we use ADR, and ADR are alternative dispute resolution. Instead of going to a legal litigation, we use mediation or restorative justice in order to approach these different kind of conflicts.
And if, for example, I have a problem with a teacher, how would you manage?
Well, the ADR function like this. You have a problem, and both of the parts need to be they have to do it voluntarily. So we may send like a request to the professor, and a request for you that you have a conflict with that professor, and if he would be in the disposition of taking care of this conflict using ADR. If he accepts, well, we decide which is the best ADR procedure that fits your personal case. But if he denies, like normal rules or normal procedures are the ones that take place.
Thank you.
Yes.
Is it correct that you have a preparation in the ADR, I forgot the name, like the institute, to be like an year? Is kind of like you need to have like license.
Yes, you need for, I don't know how to say it in English, but in legal knowledge, it's known as cosa juzgada. After the end of the ADR procedures, you can have like different resolutions in paper, like a contract. Let's call it like that. So, if you are certificated, you can give that paper the name of cosa juzgada, and it acts as a legal. The resolution acts in the legal way. But if you are not certified in that, you can't have real. You can help people solve their problems if they don't come with legal consequences. But if they come with legal consequences, you need to be certified in order to say this is cosa juzgada. So it works as if a judge gives the sentence. Yes.
Once you start solving problems within ITAM's culture, well, I'm thinking about a proper way to put this question. Is there like some sort of jurisprudencia that applies once you start solving problems, and therefore, once a new problem arises, you have like your background where you could look back and look how you solve several problems and how future problems might be solved?
Yes. In el Código de Procedimientos Penales, there is a part where it's established the use of ADR in Mexican law, and also it depends if you are under 18 years, it applies like the teenagers procedures. I don't know how the procedimiento, el Código Federal para adolescentes, niños, no sé qué. That thing applies, and they are the suggested ways of entering legally into the ADR. And for example, if the ADR process fails, ADR is like a stop in a legal procedure. So if you start like ADR, it's like stop in the normal legal way, and you start ADR. If it fails, then you quit this process, you throw it to the trash, and you continue immediate for where you went in the legal procedure. And it's like you can't begin an ADR procedure in all time of the legal procedure. You need to determine that at the beginning. So it's like a try if ADR works, and if not, you go with the normal one. Yes, but more specifications are determined in the law. And ADR can be used even for non-law things. For example, if you have a group, these presentations, and you have a free rider, something like that, and it's your best friend, and you don't want him to punch him in the face, you can go to ADR, and we manage the problem. Another question?
How many of you would go? With the conflict with a roommate?
I don't know. Is there a written record?
Huh?
Is there a written record? There'll be like a report of the resolution of my issue, what was the issue and the experience?
It depends on how it's how do you tailor? It's this works as tailors. If it fits, you leave. The normal procedure is that because it is confident and privacy is very valued in this, most reunions with people, the caucus you don't leave anything written in anything, because it's the best way to solve problems, so you don't have any record. Only if it's like necessary for the thing of cosa juzgada, but if not, mostly of times it doesn't have a record.
So true.